right, so in keeping with our science fiction theme, let's talk about Star Trek.
Oh man, you're killing me today, man. You're reaching into my soul and ripping out any little bit of happiness I had left.
Oh,
Wow.
this is
Oh,
why I led with Galaxy Quest to give you something that I could then crush. Some
very nice.
hope. All right, so we've got some news here about a new Star Trek film that is going into development. Kalinda Vasquez has been set to write a new Star Trek movie for Paramount Pictures and J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot. Vasquez, who was named after a character from the original 1960s series, wrote a recent Michelle Yeoh-centric episode of Star Trek Discovery, which was not very good, in my opinion, and has served as a consulting producer on the most recent season, which was better than the previous two seasons, but that's not saying a lot.
Yeah, I couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
But we talked about that.
She also has a long TV writing career with work on Fear the Walking Dead, Prison Break, Once Upon a Time, Nikita, and Marvel's Runaways. She made headlines recently as she's teaming with Game of Thrones author George R. R. Martin on an HBO series adaptation of Roger Zelazny's sci-fi novel Roadmarks and adapted Brian K. Vaughan's comic Barrier for Legendary Television. Specifics of what her take will be are under wraps. The film arm of the Star Trek franchise has laid dormant since the disappointing box office of 2016 Star Trek Beyond and Viacom CBS's focus on new Trek shows to boost Paramount Plus service. Several attempts have been made to do another film, with one by Fargo showrunner Noah Hawley, another penned by The Revenant helmer Mark L. Smith from a story by Quentin Tarantino. Both of those versions have cooled off. So we're getting a Star Trek Discovery writer writing a new Star Trek movie. And it looks like Noah Hawley and Quentin Tarantino's Star Trek movies are dead on the vine.
Well, I never thought Quentin Tarantino was going to make his movie to begin with. So
Yeah. Like, I'd rather like Tarantino just do like what Galaxy Quest did and make his version of Star Trek without actually calling it Star Trek.
yeah,
Like, I think that would be cool, you know. I feel like that news article that I just read you is the equivalent of like a fanzine talking about a fan film.
wasn't that what most of these websites are nowadays?
Well,
That's
I mean,
how I feel about 90% of them.
the story comes from Variety, and I feel like Paramount hiring Kalinda Vasquez is the equivalent of like saying like, oh, we got some YouTuber to make a new fan film based in the Star Trek universe. Like, it just doesn't feel like real to me. You know, I feel like they need someone with some gravitas, some cachet to come in and really kind of oversee Star Trek. Like, get rid of Kurtzman, get rid of all these idiots who were doing Discovery and
Somebody
Lower
with
Decks,
Star Trek history, somebody that
or at
knows.
least some respect for the fan base
Maybe
and the content.
Ron Moore. No, who's the guy that did Battlestar?
Ronald D. Moore.
Yeah, Ron Moore, maybe.
I don't know. Like,
Somebody like him at least, So
Ron Moore, he can be hit or miss. Like, he did the show Helix, which was really bad. Outlander,
who's the guy with the purple goatee and the goofy hat?
Ira
Bear.
Yeah,
Somebody like him, maybe.
Cohen Bear, something like that.
Yeah.
Although I'm not even sure he'd be good for the movie end of things. Like you need someone who is a movie maker as opposed to a TV person. And
yeah, man, I just gotta say, I have very little interest in this. I've said it many times now. Star Trek is dead to me. I'm just not watching it now. Kurtzman has ripped my soul out. I just don't care. I mean, if they make another movie, I would watch it only out of necessity to be able to talk about it for the podcast. That's kind of where I'm at with Star Trek right now. So
I would hope that when they do a new movie, I would hope that they could find some way to fix the issue that J.J. Abrams created with the Kelvin universe.
Yeah.
Where they could somehow bring the timelines back into sync with one another so that we could continue to do stuff with like the Next Generation, Voyager, like, stuff in that time frame. Instead of, having to continue to deal with JJ Trek, because
everything gets destroyed in the burn anyway when the temper tantrum or whatever happens. So
Yeah, but that's 900 years after, like, Voyager. So
it all leads to the burn, Matt.
it does. It does.
Everything leads to the first order. So now everything leads to the burn in Star Trek. It's ruined forever. We can't watch it anymore.
Did you get to the episode where they revealed what caused the burn?
No, I stopped. I stopped at the pronoun lecture episode. I turned it off and I said I'm never watching this shit again. And but I did read about it, and it sounds dumb as hell. So,
Yeah, I feel like they could have made what caused the burn a much bigger mystery. That
mhm,
could have been like a multi-season like quest type thing.
yeah.
But the way they resolved what happened was so stupid.
Mhm,
Like I was seriously like I watched the reveal and I was like, wait, that's your answer? That's what you came up with?
yeah.
It was so dumb. I didn't like it. But that's par for the course for new Trek,
Mhm,
like Kurtzman Trek. Everything they do is dumb. Even when they try not to be dumb, they just end up making it even more dumb.
even more dumber. Yeah, yeah. Terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I how long do they have to fail before they stop doing this and give it a rest for a couple of years, and then let's start over again and make it good again? That's the only thing I want. It's just
you know
make it
what?
stop.
Sadly, the Star Trek faithful will never allow a Star Trek property
Mhm,
to fail. They will watch the crappiest, stupidest stuff.
yeah.
Even if they don't like it, they'll support it because it's Star Trek. That's how much they love this franchise.
Yeah. Open your eyes, people. Open your eyes.
And now that the Orville isn't really a contender to be supported anymore, like there's no alternative to it.
Yeah.
Disney literally killed that golden goose egg by moving it to Hulu and waiting for like 2-3 years before it can
Yeah, it's weird
finish a
how
season.
good shows get canceled and trash gets to stay on the TV. I mean, look at stuff like on Netflix. Netflix cancels all kinds of good shows. Norseman is the perfect example of that. It's a fantastic show.
Yeah,
But
Netflix usually cancels a show after 3 seasons.
yeah,
2 to 3 seasons is the most they typically go.
it's too bad. It's too bad.
Yes, it's a shame.